Hi everyone, it's Rodney Rissanen for another episode of Rodney's Life Lessons. Today I'm going to be talking about our ego or arrogance. Um, Firstly, we can never completely get rid of our ego. It's a part of our human makeup, right? It's kind of it's always, there's the story of the two wolves. So which one we feed is which one gets stronger. So just be aware of that no matter how much sort of spiritual work you do, you will always have that little niggling voice in the back of your mind saying it should be this way, it should be that way, they should be treating you this way, they should be treating you that way. So there's a difference between ego and being proud. Being proud, if you work really hard and you get a really nice home, you can be proud of that fact. You have a nice home, you worked hard for that. The problem occurs when, you think you're better than other people who have not as nice of a home. You start judging and you start thinking you're better than other people. There's many instances where this one can be applied. If you go to the gym 5 days a week and you have a really good gym body, right? And you eat really well. And then you can be proud of that. You worked hard. You're sculpting. Our body is a temple. We should, look after it. We should treat it with respect, and we should sort of bring it to its highest potentiality. Now, if some people they're excessively obese and they smoke and they drink and stuff, that's their life. That's their earth walk. We can, as friends, offer them advice and pray for them, but we can't judge them. We can't, think in our mind, oh, those fat slobs or whatever, right? And that goes, and it's going to be a constant battle. Because when you work really hard on yourself and you see other people being really, really lazy and just doing stupid things and eating what they shouldn't be eating, and our mind, our ego is going to want to judge them. One good thing that helps me in this situation is, and again, this is my opinion, but this is from decades of spiritual guidance and dozens, if not hundreds of books on the topic, is we are creator, we are God having a human experience. It even speaks in the Bible how the angels are jealous of us, how we were made in creator in God's image, okay? So there's several folds to this. Is, being a temple of the divine, we need to respect that. We need to treat it accordingly. We need to eat properly and not do those things that we know are bad for us. We know, and I don't really want to, if people say, oh, I'm addicted to it, it's like, have some willpower. You really need some willpower. Because, all the bad things taste good, right? all the bad things are the fun things. It's like, well, I spoke in an earlier lesson, we're always going to come to those crossroads. You always need to make that right decision. You always need to, and it's more often than not the harder way, and you might not get the reward you wanted, but you need to do that. One of the other curious things about the ego is there's many aspects to the ego. I mean, we were talking about arrogance a little bit, but the ego is more often successful in victim mode. There's the all-out aggressor, right? You need to do things this way because that's the way, there's that ego. And then there's like, they should be treating me this way. Don't they know who I am? And you can't talk to me that way. It's like people can talk any way they want. People can treat us any way we want. Who is it? Famous actor, Hannibal Lecter, I forget his name. But he quoted, "What other people think of me is none of my business." Right? So we go around the world and interacting on our daily worried so much about what people think about us. And yet, most people don't even like themselves. They don't even like looking at themselves in the mirror. So we need to really focus on our own growth, our own spiritual development, our own walk with Creator or God or whatever you want to call it. Right? And so the ego and arrogance is one of those aspects of our humanity that we really need to get in check. We really do. And a lot of people are not going to like this message, and that's the ego. That really is. People, and I did another lesson on getting a mentor. The reason we need a mentor is so they can keep our ego in check. It's like, Rodney, you're getting kind of a fat head over there. You need to, get a little bit of humility in your life, right? We need people like that. We need people willing to tell us how it is. Society nowadays is, you do what you want to do. I'm not, and I'll do what I want to do. It's like, no, we need to walk. See, there's a sacred masculine divine and there's a sacred feminine divine. And the males need to protect the sacred feminine. So when this is being challenged like it is, like men competing in women's sports, it is our right as males to defend women, say this is not right. And that's not ego, guys. This is the masculine divine protecting the feminine divine. This is how it should be. The feminine divine help awaken the masculine divine to our divinity. This is fact. This is how it is. I only say that because of the decades of teaching I've received and the dozens, if not hundreds, of books that I've read on the subject. Okay, the masculine divine and the feminine divine, and a lot of there's a lot of arrogance and ego around the topics. One extreme, men can't do anything right, and they're just useless and they're just breadwinners. That's ego, right? And same with men, and it's way more men. Thinking women are just in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. That's ego, right? We are equals. We have the yin and the yang. We bring beautiful aspects to the relationship. And that's why it's the male and the female. You have the sacredness, and combined it's a divine relationship. So this is the old ways. I'm not into these new age, new ways, 1500 gender stuff. This is not what the sacred texts teach people, and I'm not part of cancel culture or anything to do with that. I love my brothers and sisters. There's the saying, right? The biblical saying, hate the sin and not the sinner. So we pray for our brothers and sisters. We hold space for our brothers and sisters. I'll do a lesson on holding space too. So we're there for them and comfort them and guide them, but we do not get emotionally involved. When you start getting emotionally involved, your ego is going to come into play. So that's a little bit on my teachings, my experience. And the ego, when you start walking the spiritual path, you will be broken. The ego you need to have the ego death. And then you can be rebuilt as a humble servant. That the reason you came here, you're here to teach people, heal, and then help other people heal. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Take care. Bye.